And it's way too late at night to have this many lights in my face. Fantastic. My name is Curtis, and morning, everybody. It is very late. I'm super tired. I think I went to sleep about an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes ago, and somehow I'm doing this from my dream because I don't know. I did what I invented um, just a little while ago, as you hear the camera switching mouse scratch its way across the notes paper. I invented shoga. Yeah, that's right. It's show yoga. That's not what the show is about today. But in order to do today's show, I was like, I don't know. I'm not angry about anything. I'm not like super happy about anything. I'm just kind of done. Like I did most of the stuff on my to-do list today, and there's just so many things, and I was just thinking about the stuff I could have done better, or how I'm going to do it differently tomorrow, and what else is still on the list. And something still on the list was record a show, and that's it though. Like the notes part of my notebook doesn't have anything besides 26. Uh, so I need to clear my head and do something. And a while ago, my brother and I were talking, and he was just like, "What's the deal? Like, what do you think about yoga? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know. I do it, so I guess I think highly of it in some way." All right, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something I should do. Like, what's it do? Like, what is it? Like, what is it? I was like, I don't know. Like, I've done a few different kinds, like just from like videos and internet and whatever. And eventually, I just kind of picked the stuff I liked from a few different things, and then I just do those for 15 minutes to an hour, and then usually lay there on a yoga mat. And yeah, it clears your head. I don't know. And he's like, well, like what's it for? And I was just like, there's actually all different kinds. Like you look up yoga for blank, and whatever you put in that blank, there's probably a yoga for it. And he went into crazy business mode of, well, let's invent a new one. And me and him, we do this sometimes where we'll text back and forth crazy business names for a weird thing we just came up with, kind of joking around. And this was different things of yoga. And I think his first one was something like yoga for, uh, ah, I can't remember. Let's say yoga for race car drivers. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a thing. Like, I mean, you're trying to be crazy, but like I said, pretty much yoga. Oh no, I think he said yoga for bicycle riders, I think. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. There's definitely a yoga for bike riders or something. It was like a bunch of the yoga I do is taken from yoga for runners, and I don't run, but it was like, ooh, I like this stuff. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna grab this over here from Weird Tai Chi Master Steve, and or Scott, I should say, and because this Tai Chi stuff seems to work real good. This meditation guy stuff is good over here. This guy's yoga seems good, and this weird lady's weird stuff done. I think that's good for now, and other things I'll occasionally pepper in. Um, no big deal. But a lot of times I do find that if I do yoga right before I do a show or anything, or start to write or come up with a project or work on a project, uh, I'm more clear and ready for new imaginations and ideas and whatnot. And like I said, today's to-do lists was so long and so crazy, and that's why today's topic is to-do lists, or to doing it right. You have to get your mind set on doing the stuff, and then when you get your mind to it, that's when you find you can do it. Don't know the words to that song like at all, so I don't know. I think maybe that's because there's only a few words to that song. But I don't know. My to-do list today. Let's let's compare to-do lists, shall we? Take your to-do list from today or yesterday or whatever one you still have around, and go into the comments below here and just write it out. Because does your to-do list have things like laundry? Mine does laundry. Um, what else does it have here? Do 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 do. Spread dirt. I gotta Gotta go in the backyard and spread some dirt around. I did that. Robots. Yeah, robots is on my to-do list. Got to design and invent some robots. Like Sumerian temple walls. Put the other thing inside there. Gun turret. Um, order gravel. That one was a problem. Like, some of that is crazy and fun, but it still takes a lot of time and imagination and, creativity. And that's the whole point of this is like, "Ah, I gotta get some of my creativity out. So I have all these extra little shows and projects. But then when my to-do list is so crazy already that day, like, I got the laundry done. It's still in the dryer, but that's done. All right. I just have to put it on or put it in the shelves tomorrow probably because, like I said, it's too late for these lights and I should already be asleep. So, I did the yoga. At a certain point, you lay there and you just think, "Oh, I feel nice and relaxed. I could fall asleep." And then you hit a moment where it's like, I do anyway. Oh, is it morning? Did I fall asleep? Was I just relaxed? How much time has just passed? Oh no. Oh no. Do I have to go to work now? I'm so relaxed. And then you realize, oh, it's only been, 4 seconds or 14 seconds. Like, no big deal. You can get up and do your show. Like, oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. Still didn't come up with what was I gonna. Think I'll probably just go to sleep here. Yeah, I'll probably just go to sleep here on purpose now because I did so much. I spread dirt. Um, So in the trying to complete to-do lists, you kind of end up, I think, competing with yourself. Tara and some of her work buddies, Gene and probably Mitch, they have, I think, some sort of software where they put whatever they're doing that day into their to-do list, and then they get to check it off, and it gives them little charts and pie graphs so they can kind of chart their week and see how much better they did than the day before or the week before and be like, I beat my record or my goal of completing this many tasks. And then, if you're going for quantity over a certain quality or compactness, then you just start spreading things out again. Like, I think Tara's thing was, oh, I just started putting like go get coffee if everyone's going for coffee on my to-do list and then check that off because it's a thing I'm going to do. And now I'm checking off all kinds of stuff all week long and feeling even more productive, even though it's just stuff I was going to do anyway. And a lot of times I find I do have to do that where it's like, oh, there's something I'm literally going to sit here and just really try and figure out how to put the weird pipes and gauges onto this gun slash whatever things I can't really show you or talk about because of dumb paperwork. But when it exists, it'll be awesome, and I'll be able to talk about it more. Um, so it's just like, oh well, I have to put that on my to-do list. Like work on this, like figure this out. Think about how these pipes work, or if they should even be there at all, and the color, and etc. Or else I will be like, oh, I did nothing today. All I have is this one drawing of pipes. I guess I don't know. I'll put that on the here's my what I did today on the what I did today pile for everyone to look at. Am I useless? I feel useless. Like no. We really needed that figured out, and that might have taken some time to try and draw like 40 different versions of that before you could get just to one that was even remotely presentable. Like, oh yeah, that is what I did all day, but my to-do list just says laundry, and I still have that to do, so I feel like I didn't do anything. Like, well then, should start breaking down your list a little more to make it feel like you've done things in that day. And I don't know, I said that once a long time ago in this like group anxiety session thing where they were like, oh, how do you, make yourself feel like you're accomplishing things? Because you have to make sure you do that because a lot of people just don't have good self-esteem because they don't recognize that they've done things in the run of a day. Unlike me, where I'm like, hey, time to turn on video and talk about all the things I did today, even though they're not really that important. But Mr. Burns' hands. What's wrong with my hands and my hair? Anyway, I should go to sleep. I don't even think. Pretty sure I'm not awake anyway. This isn't even really happening. This is just a weird yoga dream, and then I'll wake up and be like, I gotta do a show again. Hopefully, I can remember any of the stuff that I talked about on the dream show. So, Oh man, too tired. Um, you have your to-do list, and then sometimes it becomes that again, a competition against yourself to do better or do more, and then you reach the Neo point of the Matrix of like, now what do I do? If I can do anything, if I can just make the world better or worse, or I just chill out and feel awesome, what do I do? What is the optimum number of tasks that should be completed in the run of a day? Like, and I don't know. I just don't know. And just yesterday, I absolutely got in trouble because I'm just desperately trying to finish a certain number of tasks, or more specifically, a certain task, and not necessarily by the end of the day. I'm just trying to work on this task, and it just keeps changing names and changing positions in the week, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, my notes are in there, and my revisions and or just reference material, like, don't stop, move, what's going on? And finally I was like, all right, fine, you can just move it, delete it, check it off as done, even though it's totally not done. I need to figure out what this building looks like. That is my job. This effing building needs to exist visually somehow, and I haven't figured it out yet. So please stop acting like I've come up with something, because I haven't. I've just got a bunch of post-it notes with weird things, uh, like that. And technically, I probably shouldn't have shown you that, but whatever. That's a pen scratch. You don't know. You don't know. It's hard to. Uh, so I I I made my own task. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. It's no big deal. I know we're working with new different people, but the same rules apply. My task list area is a place where I get to be a little bit crazy sometimes, and that's fun. So I gave myself the task of figure out what this effing building effing looks like now, and or this week or something like that, and then assigned it to me. I didn't tag anybody. I didn't CC. I didn't send it to anybody. It's just, here you go. Here's your task, and then within the description, send a bunch of more mean things about this building and whether or not this task should be deleted. And no, don't delete the task. If you want to put it on Friday, throw it on Friday. If not, just leave it alone. I'll move it to whatever day it needs to go to. I'm just going to constantly work on this thing until we figure out what it looks like. And I have to just be forcefully making sure I'm always trying to figure this thing out. Like, just everybody calm down. So immediately, like 4 seconds after I assign myself the task, ding, oh, a message. What's that? I look over to the other screen. Don't ever do that again. Should I write, which thing did I do today that I definitely shouldn't have done, should I not ever do again? Because I'm not sure which one you just found out about. Maybe it was the thing I just did that I obviously shouldn't have done, but I did like 3 more of those today. I'll go get rid of those now, because obviously I guess you haven't noticed them, or even if you do think they were funny and fun and par for the course like we always do, I'll hey, what? Okay then. So the other guy, he just sees these no matter what. No matter what I write, I'm in trouble. Excellent. I'm just going to calm down, be quiet, and I'll save it all for podcasting and YouTubing after work. All right. That's fine. That's fine. That makes sense. That's, you know, the responsible way to live your life. I mean, it just makes sense. Who am I? Let's watch a cartoon.
Hey, hi, it's me, Milo. Apparently some people think that I'm funny and they're laughing at me. I don't believe you understand that I'm here to talk about serious issues in the news today. And, oh my, I think I just pooped out of the chair. Yeah, yeah, I pooped out of the chair. Oh, I bet you think that's funny, too. Laugh at the cat, la la la. Well, oh, I'm still pooping. I'm still pooping. Oh, oh, oh.
And we're back. Um, so yeah, on my to-do list today, I'm gonna just go through it real quick. I mean, basically, like, I'm gonna say range robots, video, and then there's a bunch of other kind of little sub things behind the video of what actually I need to do to the video, besides make it exist. Walls, plus the notes about the wall. City, notes about the city. Gun turret. revise the video. So that's a new note that I added later on in the day when I had to fix the video that I did earlier. Laundry, of course. There's a big line, and then uh, a crazy temple. Um, Paint sample, record show, order gravel, spread dirt, thing about YouTube, and another thing that I don't want to tell you. None of your business. There's just no words in it that it doesn't cover NDAs. But yeah, the only things that I tried to get gravel, but it wasn't on their to-do list today. Sometimes you have a to-do list, but other people just literally like, oh, my to-do list is the opposite of your to-do list, that there's nothing I can do to help you, and I don't what I have no idea how to can't make it better. It's only gonna get worse. So I call the gravel place. It's the only place that I know that has like gravel in their description of what they are. It's just like, hey, how's it going? I want to get an order of like a load of this kind of gravel. Oh, we don't do rocks anymore. Like what? No, no, no. It's not. I know I said rock, but it's just gravel. Don't worry about it. Like just regular gravel. No, we don't do that anymore. So what do I do? I don't know. Like it's not on our, we're never putting it on our to-do list. Bring gravel to somebody? No. Oh, okay. Well, I don't do gravel either. Where where do you get your gravel? You're still a gravel place, so you need to get gravel. Who do you call? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, you do. Who? Anybody? Like even an idea? You might call this place. They might still exist, or this other place. One of those words I couldn't understand at all, and the other one, I'll give it a try. And when I called the phone number, uh, it just made the fax machine noise, and I couldn't find any other phone number. So the only way to get gravel is by fax machine, I guess, or steal it from somewhere. I don't know. I have to find some new phone numbers in order to be able to make this to-do list completable. And anyway, too tired to do anything else on the to-do list, but that's pretty good. A lot of things, but then yeah, there's often things you really, really want to do that you usually almost never put on your to-do list, like something like record show. I never usually put on a to-do list. It's just a thing that I plan on doing so much that it's like, well, that it goes without saying. Same as like eat supper or I don't know, take a shower. I never put those on a to-do list except on days where it's like I don't want to do anything at all. So I'm gonna start adding a bunch of random normal stuff in there so I can feel like a bit of a superhero by the end of the day. And it was like, oh, I did a million things today. Like I, I felt kind of lazy, like I mostly napped all day. But if I look at my to-do list, it turns out I did so many things because it's to did, it's to done, it's to da, and away I can go to sleep. I can feel good, and I don't know. I think that's the some sort of robotic programming need inside of us, depending on what level of weird elementary school uh, programming you were subjected to, where you do need to complete things, or you don't care about completing things. And yeah, I was always like, well, this is what needs to be done, and teachers started doing that. Like here's your list. Here's make sure when you leave today, these are the things you'll be thinking about after thinking about after school. I don't. I'm already. I'm already thinking about building a cabin while I'm at school, after school, and now you've already decided what I'm going to be thinking about after. Ah, no, no, no. That's not fair. After school is. I'm busy thinking about GoBots versus Transformers, and what adventure my one GI Joe is going to go on when he tries to rescue this Batman and Robin figure from the bad guy from Thundercats. But you would rather I. All right then. I'll think about this chapter on some sort of biology plant thing. And then I'll worry about it like you're going to give us a weird test, but you're not. You just kind of want us to be interested in it. But I'm right in the middle of this like this crazy story where, yeah, the bad guy from Thundercats, and you don't care. I won't write a report on that. I'll read your chapters, and I'll feel bad that I didn't play with my toys. And every minute that I'm not doing the thing, I'll feel nervous that I'm not learning hard enough because I don't know what I'm doing here. But that's fine. I think that's what elementary school is all about, right? Just feeling like you'll never ever do enough of the things, and now I just make up things that I can feel like I've done enough of. And fortunately, at my job, I do have the luxury of making up things that I can check off and have fun with sometimes. And other days, rich business people are seeing those lists, and I gotta be respectful and normal. That's why you have to be good and be careful and have a good morning, everybody. And good night. I'm going to sleep.
Hey, click on my butt or Ripley's butt to subscribe. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Meow. Hey, click on my butt or Ripley's butt to subscribe. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Meow.